I don't even know what to say.
Shocked.
I don't even know what to say.
I think that America showed everybody who it actually is. It's a lot easier for us who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s to pretend like racism doesn't exist and like we're living in a post-racial America, but you can never underestimate the power of American racism because America showed its behind to the entire world yesterday, and now we all know who we actually are. Donald Trump is closer to the Founding Fathers than anybody I've seen in recent history, and maybe we actually deserve him.
Disgusting.
Surprising.
I have friends who don't know if they will be alive at the end of these next 4 years because of all the hate.
I was completely bewildered by these election results. Even though I tend to support Trump over Secretary Clinton, I don't think anybody saw this coming, and I am just so surprised at how this has all turned out.
Disgusted.
Absolute disbelief.
Disappointed.
Honestly, I'm very shocked and overwhelmed by it, but I'm trying really hard to stay in this moment and not catastrophize and think like crazy because we don't know.
We moved to the United States in 2002 to leave the conditions of our home country behind because it was unsafe and it was not economically smart and in a good place. And a few months ago, I finally became a citizen after a full year of going through the process. And last week, I put in my vote for Hillary Clinton. And it's very disappointing to me that after all that effort I put in to becoming a citizen to be able to vote, so many people stayed home, didn't vote, voted third party, voted for Trump, and this is the situation that we've put ourselves in.
Well, it's my birthday, so it's not going too great.
I work for the Clinton campaign, pretty devastated. I feel bad for what's going to happen to this country, but I would like to remind people that we've been through a lot in this country and that I have faith that we can persevere and fight for what we believe in.
Heartbroken.
Last night was a huge night for America. I did not support Donald Trump in the primary. I don't think he was a perfect candidate by any means, but I'm someone who holds very, very strong traditional values, and the only hope for my values was to have a president who will at least respect and stand up for what I believe so strongly in. Hillary Clinton, if she had gotten elected, which she almost did, she would have appointed justices to the Supreme Court who would have undermined what I believe so strongly. My biggest thing that I've, ever since I became politically aware, my number one priority has always been overturning Roe v. Wade. I believe an unborn baby is a human being who has a full right to life, and because of that, if Hillary had gotten elected, replaced Scalia with a liberal, maybe not like a clone of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, just 40 years younger, and then if there could have been other openings. A lot of the justices are older. I'm not going to speculate on how long any of them may live, but there were possibilities that this next president could shape the country as a whole for a long, long time. And so that's why even though I didn't think he was perfect, I voted for Marco Rubio in the primaries. I felt that Donald Trump was the only option we had, and it was exciting to see a true political change though happen last night. Even though for a lot of the campaign I was very hesitantly supporting him, last night I got caught up in the whole thing, and I was really excited to see him get over the top, get past 250.
Really disheartened and defeated. Thinking back to the feeling the momentous feeling of Obama being elected in 2008, and just how sad I feel now.
So I know a lot of students may be worried about what a Trump presidency would look like. A lot of people that have some ideological differences with President-elect Trump. But one thing to remember, I think one thing that we should definitely keep in mind is the power of other institutions that check the presidencies. The president is not a sole figure completely unchecked, but we have Congress, we have the courts. And even though the Congress is controlled by also Republican majorities, we still have things like the filibuster to ensure that the democratic process is productive. So keep that in mind and have faith in institutions in the United States.